there is a cure commensurate to that disease. And David Satcher was sitting on the platform, and he came up to me and said, you need to talk to the people in Senegal. He said, they're doing some amazing things with AIDS research. And so way back then, I started being involved with traditional healers in Senegal, who the Ford Foundation tested 10 years ago. Very high T-cell count, very low, high viral load, low T-cell count. And 6 months later, it was completely reversed. And they tested 61 people. And they tested their blood and sent it back to New Jersey because nobody would respect an African test. And then they also tested their urine, because the only complaint they had was that after about 2 weeks of taking these herbs, drinking this tea, they had very great difficulty urinating. And so when they sent the urine back to the U.S. they found that the urine was filled with dead virus, but the blood was clean. Now, we've been trying for the last 10 years to get some money to do the research, because they charge about 30 cents to treat people in Senegal for AIDS. And there's a group called it's in Fatigue, called Prometra, Promotion of Medicine Traditionale, where Western-trained physicians are working with traditional healers, trying to find ways to, to use the wisdom of the ages. And we've taken some of these herbs without labeling them and sent them to the laboratories in Morehouse and in the Petri dishes. Every time they mix up these solutions with the AIDS virus dies. And yet we can't get $10,000 to do the research that's necessary. In fact, somebody reminded me the other day that if you were coming out with aspirin nowadays, it would probably cost you $100,000 and take 5 years to get it approved. And now, I'm not knocking that, but I'm simply saying that the struggle to heal the human body has also got to be a struggle to heal the body politic, and especially the economic implications of the body politic. That you will be visited by all kinds of drug representatives, and they will be very nice. They always hire the prettiest, nicest, friendliest people, and you think that, I remember I was in my doctor's office when the drug representative came in, and he prescribed it to me, and I took it one time, and then I read all of the disclaimers on the back, and I took the rest of it and put it in the toilet. I'm saying that we still are in the midst of a struggle, that you're in one of the most exciting and positive professions on the face of the planet. And we expect you not only to heal the individuals, but we expect you to heal the society. And to do that, you've got to save yourself. You've got to find the faith in yourself. You've got to be able to, when my first wife died of cancer, took her up to Johns Hopkins for a liver resection, and when the morning she was to be operated on, the operation was very successful, and she lived another 3 years, and I think it was the chemotherapy that killed her, but y'all know a little more about that now than you did 20 years ago. But the thing that made me most reassured was that when the surgeon came in to visit us that morning, he had ashes on his forehead in the shape of a cross. And I said, "You been to church already?" He said, "Yes, it's Ash Wednesday." And I felt awfully good that he realized that he was not the healer. That he realized that God was using his life. That he had maintained the kind of humble spirit that left him open to the possibilities of the future, which are yet unknown. And so you're coming into an exciting profession in one of the most exciting times of humanity. And God has blessed you to be born for just such a time as this. Now, it is going to be a struggle. But you know, the more I have struggled, the more I have appreciated the lessons that have come only through struggle. And the people who I worry about are the ones who never took on anything that was impossible, that did not dare to dream impossible dreams. Robert Kennedy used to say, some people see the world as it is and ask why. Others see things as they should be and ask why not. And so you're going to stay up many long nights studying. You're going to agonize with many patients. And I've never seen a patient yet who at the moment of death was afraid. And you need not fear death. You need not burden yourself with guilt, but neither do you need to run from it. The one thing that is certain, everybody here is going to die. You don't have any choice about how you die, when you die. You do have the choice about what is it you give your life for. And you have decided to give your life in the service of humanity. Put no limits on that. Allow God to use you whether you believe in God or not. There will be a time when you will come to the wit's end and you say, Lord, have mercy. And remember the words of the old spiritual, it's not that old really, it's just modern spiritual, which says, Lord, I don't feel no ways tired. We've come too far from where you brought us from. And nobody told us that the way would be easy. But I don't believe he brought us this far to leave us. God bless you.